Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about credit once again because credit's strong. And Ox, Hutton Chase, there's been a few changes recently, so we got to talk about it. We're always talking about boosting your credit score lately because there's changes. At the beginning of every year, there's always changes in industries. So, welcome, and please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. Let's get to it. This is not one of the Stop Struggling Now merchandise t-shirts, but this is just a friendly reminder. Do the kind thing. That's right. Do the kind thing because you never know who you meet on the way up because those are the same people you meet on the way down. So be respectful, be humble, be nice to people. Treat them like you would like to be treated. So with all that said, let's get into it. Credit boosting, credit improvement, Credit Strong. We're going to go with them first. Credit Strong is like Self-Lender. What they're doing for you is you are also doing a savings and getting a primary trade line on your credit file at the same time. So here's what happened. They started back with their Magnum accounts. The Magnum accounts run for 120 months. That is 10 years. But with Credit Strong, even though you sign up for 10 years, you can stop the program anytime you want. You don't have to continue through 10 years. So if you want to stop at a year, 2 years, 6 months, it does not matter. You can always stop. You'll see the links down below to Credit Strong. But here's what the program is. We're talking about they have a Magnum for $4,500. That's what they would post on your credit score, on your credit file, and that helps improve your credit score. And of course, it shows on-time payment history. And of course, the benefits of Credit Strong like Self-Lender is you have a built-in savings program. Now, just so you understand what we're talking about, they do charge fees. So at the end of 120 months, if you paid $49.50 a month, for instance, at the end of 10 years, you will only have $4,500 in your savings account. The rest would have been siphoned off in fees. But the trade-off is you're building or have built your credit score. You've built a situation where it looks like to lenders that you're paying something on time. So that's what you need. So you can start out doing it, and whether you last 10 years or not, I'm just letting you know at the end of 10 years, that's what the amount of money will be in your account. And then next up is $9,000 Magnum primary trade line. And along those same lines, I don't know what the monthly payment is, but again, it's 120 months. And then finally, the big boy, $18,000 primary trade line shows up on your credit file. That helps out greatly. That makes it look like you got a big loan, big trade line, and it makes it look a different way on your credit score. 4,500 and 18,000, that's two different things. But once again, even when you're paying towards that $18,000 trade line, you're going to be paying, I believe it's close to $200 a month. And at the end of 10 years, you're only going to have the $18,000 in your account. Now, this is for people, once again, if you have bad credit, if you have no credit, and you have a low credit score, this is a great way for you to get in the game because this is no qualifying situation. So again, that can help you out greatly. That does not even include a hard inquiry. So therefore, that is beautiful. No deductions for hard inquiries. And in case you haven't been with us over the last year and you're new, I want to welcome you here. But the thing is, hard inquiries, they could take off 2 points, 5 points, 10 points or more. And somebody's just checking your credit just to see if you can get a loan, a car loan, a house. Those kind of things can reduce your credit score. So what are we going to be talking about next is Ox Publishing, Hutton Chase. And what's happened with them. Starting January 1st, as we reported last month, a month and a half ago, they were supposed to be able to report to 2 credit bureaus now. Well, what happened? Just as credit bureaus are tightening up, they don't get that Equifax. I mean, the Experian. Forgive me. It's the Experian trade line that they were going to post that will not post now. And so you're going to have to read down in the description about the changes. They're still reporting to Equifax. That's not a problem. But the new line that they were going to do starting in January will not happen. I received a notice about 3 days ago in an email, and it's for sure. They're still working on it, trying to get things added. But as of right now, the month of February, there's only going to be one trade line. And granted, you're still going to have two choices. Choice number one is a $5,000 primary trade line, hard inquiry. Or the new choice, which I consider new, is a $3,000 trade line with no hard inquiry. So you have a couple of choices, and the no hard inquiry choice is pretty good. 3,000, 5,000, there's not much difference, but that debt utilization, for some, maybe you need the $5,000 trade line. And for others, maybe you only need the $3,000 trade line because you're just trying to add another primary trade line, and the no credit check, that comes in handy. Because now between the Credit Strong and the Oxen Hunt and Chase, if you can get no credit checks, that means you can add primary trade lines without having any points reduced. And by getting a new payment, new credit, 10% of your credit score, new payment, now that's 35% of your credit score for on-time payments. Those two things alone, and you're getting your debt utilization, and as most of you know, that's 80% of your credit score. So that's going to help you out greatly. So that's what you're talking about that you need to get your credit improved. Because that's what we're talking about all the time. It's a lifelong struggle because it's a battle of you against the credit bureaus, of you against the mortgage company and their interest rate, you and the car loan company and the interest rate, you and the credit card company and their interest rates and their special offers. It's an ongoing battle for you to save your money. The more money that you can keep from fees, interest rate that can go in your pocket is more money that you can use to invest in your own purposes. The last video, well, not the very last, but a few videos ago, I was talking about investing in yourself. And what does investing in yourself mean? Well, that simply could mean that extra 20 bucks, the extra $50, the extra $100 you could have used and invested in, let's say, a dividend fund, dividend stock. You could have invested in yourself with a book, yourself with an online course, yourself with a primary trade line. Things that can help you down the road is what you really want to invest in. If you want to invest in the monetary situations, then that means that's how you should be thinking. So again, to recap, Credit Strong has now added the Magnums, which is the 4,500, the 9,000, 18,000, no credit check, and those are the primary trade lines that'll show on your credit file. Ox Publishing, Hunt and Chase, they now only report to Equifax like they did at the latter part of last year because they were not able to secure that Experian and add that second trade line. There was an issue, there was a problem. Many companies you have heard about have had this problem of adding Experian and TransUnion. And like I said, there's a reason. A lot of banks and a lot of companies use Experian or TransUnion to qualify you. Some people think they check all three of your accounts or credit bureau accounts. In a lot of instances, depending on what state and what part of the country you live in, they actually just do Experian or TransUnion. So once you realize that, now you know why Experian and TransUnion is trying to block people from being able to possibly improve their credit scores, which in turn means they're able to charge you more interest rate if your credit scores don't stay down. But never fear, you can always do something. You can email me at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com and we can talk about how to improve your credit score. And don't forget, we always have those authorized user trade lines to get things boosted up a little bit. And I've heard from a few people, and I want to be, I'm very proud to say some people have emailed me, and I usually don't talk about it, but a person emailed me and signed up with Credit Strong like 3 months ago. And last month they sent me an email and said, my credit score improved 200 points because I added Credit Strong. Now, I don't know what his credit file was, because let's face it, if you have no credit at all, your credit score could be 500. And as soon as you add one thing, your credit score could go up to 650 or $700 or 700, because that's how it operates. You got new credit, you have debt utilization real low, and then have a credit file and it shows on-time payments. So your score could go up. And at the same time, you never know what somebody else's credit score is. But I just wanted to let you know where the person sent me an email and said 200 points for simply signing up with Credit Strong. So again, there you have it. A testimonial. Somebody's actually out there listening, sharing the information, watching, giving the support. So just keep it up, everybody. And thank you once again for watching. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And you know it's hard out here. And with that said, that's why you want to improve yourself. Get that extra stream of income. Even if it just takes $25, $50, $100 a month extra income coming in, that's profitable. That helps out you and your family potentially. And then you just build upon it. Next thing you know, it's 200. Next thing you know, it's 500. But don't think you're opening up a can. Sometimes that extra money might take 5 months, 6 months, a year. But just keep grinding. Keep making it happen. Believe in yourself. And if you need any help, you know what to do. Hit me up, Eric at StopStrugglingNow.com, and I'll try to give advice for free. The No Guru Zone. So, with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving, and I'm out.